Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far. And a great trading session. I just missed a few trades trying to get the stream together, but I wouldn't have even gotten filled right here anyway. So that's what it looks like inside the bars. No fill there. There's been a lot of no fills this morning, to be honest with you. So most of the trades that I missed today were all no fills. But I am here. If I have low energy, I'm sorry. Kind of dealing with some stuff, so my apologies. But I'm here. That's all that matters. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, good morning. Yes, green. I only took one trade. Like I said, I missed quite a bit this morning, but it really didn't matter. I wouldn't gotten filled on most of them. Setting up the stream, I missed this one, but that was a break even. The trade that I did take was a counter trend divergence, which was right here. Really fast win. I think I only had maybe one tick of drawdown. It wasn't much. Let's see if I can find it. So this was that divergence trade I took. My entry was here, yeah. So went up, I don't know how many ticks this is, but then came down, filled me, had one tick of drawdown and went straight up. Yeah, pretty nice trade. I don't remember, let me see. Oh, I can't. Hold on, I'll be able to tell you. I think I just made my charts freeze. Even though I'm not even actively trading. I tried to turn the executions on so I could tell y'all how long I was in that trade, but I think I just hold myself. I should have just went to the trade performance. I was in the trade for literally 1 second. I just hold myself turning on the executions on my entry chart, which means I might have 2 restarts. Yeah. Errors. Let me see if it resolves itself. Damn it. I don't know why this is such an issue. It doesn't look like I'm missing trades, so just based off looking over there. But this is gonna piss me off. Because I don't think I can undo it. Yeah, it's still like actively printing errors. The font is probably small, but literally every second is printing the error again. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna have to close out. No, don't save. That means I have to wait till after midnight to backtest, which is great. Yes, hopefully we could stay green though. That would be nice. My charts are loading right now. Which also means, give me a second, because that's gonna mess up. I gotta fix the P&L thing. Alright, that's fixed. Alright, the executions are back off. I don't know. He has got to fix that. My goodness. Alright, so yeah, the only thing that sucks when that happens, because I can't put the tick replay data on when the market is actually moving, when the zigzag indicator is on. I won't be able to journal after this, but it's cool because I think today I don't really have anything planned at all today, so I'm going to catch up on my TradeZella. I'll backtest yesterday's stuff. You guys know I was in jury duty yesterday, so I'll backtest yesterday's stuff just so I can see, like, you know, what my strategy would have done yesterday. And then I will get TradeZella together and just kind of go from there. I think that'll be my day today. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? How's you guys just trading going this morning? How was yesterday as well? I know Applejack's commented on one of my videos basically saying that like the Nasdaq was like, what the fuck yesterday. My connection in jury duty is extremely spotty. Like their internet won't even stay connected to my phone. But I did like somewhat look at Nutty's stream and Alpine stream, like when we were waiting on detectives and stuff like that when we had downtime, and the 1 and 2 minute charts didn't look too bad, but I know a lot of people trade on the 5 minute chart, so it probably was not appealing to them. Alright, so I could have actually taken this trade right here. Yeah, I could have taken that one, and I would have gotten filled too. I wasn't paying attention, honestly. I'm a little out of it, you guys. So like well, no, I wouldn't have taken that one. It pulled too far down. I didn't see that. But yeah. So I'm a little out of it. So I apologize if I don't have a lot. Y'all know I don't really have a whole lot of energy anyway. But especially right now, I'm just a little out of it, and I apologize. But I'll be alright though. I could have taken this though. That trade I definitely could have taken. That divergence trade right there off of that zone, and definitely would have gotten filled. So I've had a lot of opportunities today, but like I said, a lot of them were trades that just there was no fills there. All right, I really want to see us break 376 though, and start trading below this upside pressure line. I've barely been getting sleep for like the last week. Not fun. Not fun. But yeah, if the rest of this week, today and tomorrow goes well, I'll be trading my Rhythmic PA again. It just kind of sucks. Well, I feel a little bit more confident in hitting the goal each day. But yeah, I was gonna say it. I don't know how I feel about that trade. Yeah, exactly. I don't really take a lot of trades off of the zones like this. Just preference, because I feel like, well, that's not really a zone. Like, it's not the change zone, but I use the bias change level the same way, even though the overall bias was the same. This was just the second indicator that I used to confirm the bias. I don't really like taking the trades like that. Like, I like to see it just clear it and keep it moving, because once we come back to it, this happens. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna start trading the Rhythmic PA again. Try to get that to pay out. We got 2 weeks before the changes come with the payout structure, so that's gonna be my primary focus. And I'll still just do the $200 a day daily goal. If I hit the goal, I'll switch to the Top Step account The Top Step account just renewed yesterday. So, you know, I got 30 days to try to get that account going. But the primary goal is trying to get to payout in the next 2 weeks on that account, which I don't even know. I have to look to see what my balance is. I know it's negative right now, but I don't know how negative it is. Let me go look. Oh, $128. So I have 13 trading days on it, negative $128, and then I stopped trading it on October 3rd was my last day, because that's when I switched to this simplified version of my strategy, which I am absolutely loving. And at this point, I kind of feel like this is probably going to be it for me. So, and I feel confident in being able to get the $200 and then switching over to the Top Step account. So we'll get back to doing that on Monday, as long as today and tomorrow go really well. So we'll see. Good morning, new trader. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can journal at times when I have to exit out of NinjaTrader and come back in. I'd rather get my journaling done right then and there, not after midnight, or the market stops moving for that particular day's worth of data. I'm gonna figure it out though, because I hate having to wait. But that tick replay data just really screws it's like my charts won't even load because of the zigzag, basically. Right now, I'm just really wanting to see us break and create the uptrend. It's kind of what I'm waiting on, if we can. But here's the trade performance from the trade I took earlier, that divergence trade. Told you guys I was literally only in it for 1 second. One tick of drawdown. Oh yeah, so one of the things that we were talking about yesterday in one of the mod channels is this whole people being rejected, denied for improper risk management. So based on John's video that he put out when that last 13-minute video that he had put out recently, maybe last week, I can't remember. Oh yeah, we do have news coming in 15 minutes, as well as 45 minutes. But anyway, so it looks like their system their system will auto flag, yes, but also, did that hit that? It did. I could have taken it, but I don't really know if I want to count the overnight lows and the overnight high as an actual level. Yeah, I'm not. But anyway, so based on his video, right, it looks like it looks like their system will auto flag you if it sees that, like, and it goes on a per trade basis. It's not like they look at your average drawdown compared to your average take profit. They look per trade, and it looks like the system will auto flag you if it looks at your max drawdown in a trade and it was more than 4 times your profit for the trade. And then you go through a manual review, right? Here is the problem, though. The problem is, I don't know if the system is picking up that some of these trades are just break evens, right? And we shouldn't be penalized and have to go all or nothing on our trades if we know that the trade is not right. Like, you guys know, if I realize that I'm in a trade I'm not supposed to be in, I hit that break even button real quick, move the take profit to break even, because most of the time I'm in a trade that I'm not supposed to be in, it immediately goes against me, right? You guys also know that I have an auto trail or auto break even. Well, I do have an auto trail too, but an auto break even to where now the setting is when I'm 17 ticks in profit, move the stop loss to break even. Because likely if it goes, now that I've made adjustments, because if before it was 16, then I moved down to 15, now it's to 17. Based on the newer simplified strategy, once it goes 17 ticks, if it comes back and hits my break even, it's gonna lose. Okay. So I'd rather keep the 17 there. So let's say, for example, you guys know I risk $93 to make 86. It's a 1-to-1, 18 tick, 18 tick. Let's say the trade comes 17 ticks against me. Okay. Doesn't stop me out, but it comes 17 ticks against me. It goes 17 ticks in my favor, and then it comes back to hit my break even. I will get flagged for improper risk management, right? Because it will look like I did a 17-to-1 risk to reward ratio, even though my initial was a 1-to-1. I shouldn't be penalized for being like, and I don't think that they're doing this on purpose. Let me make that clear. I don't think that. I think that they're trying to catch all these people who had, and it's like a lot of things that they've been doing. You're trying to catch the schemers and scammers, but you have innocent people, innocent bystanders who are also kind of being caught in the crossfire, right? Hold on, because I think I'm going to take a trade here. No push. All right. So anyway, I was making sure I got one tick out of that. So kind of like this. So let's say that it went against me and then it went up to 17 ticks and then it came down. Like, I could be flagged for that. And we shouldn't actually be penalized for that. And I think that some of us will get caught in the crossfire with that. Now, just like any other denial, you can appeal it, but you know, what is his name? Daryl even said in that interview with the foreign guy, I think his name was Alon, A-L-O-N. He said, like, yeah, you can appeal it, but most of the time, you know, you're probably not going to be approved, you know, once the system flags you and we do the manual review. So I'm just hoping that we don't get caught in the crossfire with that, because it's not fair. It's not. PW is such a troll. Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? He posted something to me. It was a total lie. I actually did see that floating around Cayenne and Kage's Discord, and I didn't know that he was trolling. Why? Why would you do that? I'm down in the trade for 5 minutes. I close at break even. One tick over entry is bad risk management. It shouldn't be bad risk management though, because, okay, first of all, to me, it takes a lot for a trader to actually admit that they're wrong and get out of a trade, right? Think about it. Most people go on tilt because they refuse to admit that they're wrong in their analysis, and it is okay, you know? So I hope that we don't get caught in the crossfire with that, because I mean, technically speaking, like, I think that he showed an example of somebody being down like $2,000 in a trade and closing at $100, right? That's no different from me being down $80 and closing at $1. Like, they actually did better than I did because they had a 20-to-1 and I had basically an 80-to-1, technically, right? Even though, again, my initial take profit and stop loss were a 1-to-1. I should not be penalized for that. I shouldn't. So I don't know how they're going to really handle that. 612. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but we'll see. We will see. Ooh. Got that initial zigzag change. We could push through the overnight low. We'll be all right. How do I have a stop field? I'm so confused. I guess I got an auto break even on my my Top Step account, and I don't really exactly know how, because I was still in the trade on the leader. Again, my followers do have their own orders, but what the fuck was my field in? Hold on, I want to go see. How did it move me? Okay, so I basically got filled one tick below my actual entry on my follower, and so my auto break even moved early, basically. Great. Let's see, we got 6 minutes before news hits. I could have taken this, I should have taken this, but I'm still confused as far as if I want to break even at the middle pivot level. You guys can see middle VWAP, and you can see we literally touched it to the tick and reacted off of it. So let's see if it caught. Yeah, see, I think I do want to break even with that. I'm just still not all the way sure, so, but I think after that we'll just go ahead and break even. No biggie. No biggie at all. I'm gonna write it down because I don't. Because I already think like that I need to break even at the middle pivot level, the first support and resistance level, because that creates a big zone. And I think I do want to add the middle VWAP. Don't care about any of the deviations, but that middle VWAP is just such a strong level. I mean, as you can see, we literally went down only like 12 ticks, and then we touched it to the tick. The low of this bar was 52.50, and the middle VWAP was at 52.67. So I mean, literally touched it to the tick and then reversed. And I would have been pissed if I was in that trade. So we'll just not do that, which is cool. We'll just break even there and keep it moving. No biggie. It's the reason I'm on probation, because they want me to lose the trades instead of breaking. Trenches, I thought that you were on the probation for live or something. I thought you and Janelle were on the probation for live. Isn't that the rule? Can we runners on see profit, take profit, have to use stop losses? I never heard that you couldn't leave runners on. But if you are on the live probation, heavy quotations, you cannot use mental stops. You definitely have to use stop losses. You cannot add into losers at all, not even one time. And you have to request anything, like if you want to request payouts, it has to be, you have to leave the buffer in. I thought that was the only rules. You probably will have to in a minute. I was about to suggest that. Yeah, I suggest it as well, to be honest with you, because to be real with you, you guys are trying to create a clear path to live, but where's the clear path of getting the hell off of probation? Trade Kage has been on probation since July, and he's had multiple. He was on the regular probation, then he gets the you can't buy more evals live probation email. but still he's been on probation since July. And before this live probation email, I'm gonna always put quotations because I don't believe that shit, but even before the live probation email, he had already gotten multiple payouts. So I don't really understand how he's still on probation. I don't get it. So yeah, I don't know about that. How do we get off? But yeah, I think that they need to relook at the improper risk management. And I'm actually going to, just so you guys are aware, I'm going to write in the old mod chat and tag Michael probably. I know Michael works with affiliates, but he also is the one who kind of relayed our messages about, you know, the probation thing and how so many people didn't even get emails and all this other stuff. And I made it clear that I felt like that they purposely did that. Absolutely. I don't care. What the fuck? All right, I have to call Simply Safe because how did you ship something to me in Lindsay, California? I don't live there. What? Replacement for Rising. Whose account is this? All right, I'll be calling them because what is that? Anyway, what was I looking for? Oh, Apex. Look at this market. I was waiting on us to do something. We did that, but it doesn't look like it's for long. Look, this is an old zone from where we changed it into an uptrend. We pulled all the way back to it when we changed to a downtrend, and look how we reacted off of it. I don't keep my zones drawn on the chart, but they're actually pretty accurate. Alright, let's see. Back to an uptrend we go. We are in the 9:30 news. It's low impact, so I'll wait a minute. Alright. Oh, that's what I was looking for. It wasn't his interview. I'm in the wrong place. Sorry. I'm like all over the place right now. Wait, not the help desk. I don't need the help desk. Go back. Thank you. Alright, let's see. This one, because Janelle said hers was removed. So I have heard someone else say that once they requested, so I think it was the people who, it's not the people who see no more evals. It wasn't them. It was people who saw, like when they went to request, they saw the notice that said like, you've been contacted about being on probation, which was the live probation. So you need 10 additional trading days. It was those people who said that after they requested a payout and got approved, it went away. There's also people who have said that sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I want to take this trade or not. There's also been people who said that after they traded 5 straight days with no, you know, improper risk management, none of that, theirs automatically went away as well. So I'm not sure. PW. Exactly. How do you put people on probation for having a high number of PAs and evals, but then you have influencers who have had more than these people? And listen, Amelia, we're here. Good morning, Truth Seeker. How are you this morning? Good morning, Trader's Chick. How are you? Which one of you sent Chicago weather? It must be cold. It is a freezing here. I'm not gonna lie. And I was just like, I think this is my time to quit jury duty, because baby, walking that little, and it's only like a quarter of a mile from the parking garage to the building that, so we do the grand jury in the same building that the jail, like we're below the jail. And I'm like, who finna keep walking in this cold ass weather in the morning? I'm confuzzled, not me. But yeah, so yeah, they took me off probation. I did crash a PA and got payouts. Was it a system error? I'm done with Apex, slowly crashing. Listen, I understand. You trade a personal account that you're doing well with. You have accounts elsewhere that you're doing well with. Like, I just feel like until they get this probation thing under control and where it makes sense, and they're not clearly favoring influencers, then, you know, I totally understand people's desire to go elsewhere. I mean, look at me. I have accounts elsewhere myself now. All right, this is what I was looking for. All right, let me do this too. Oh, can I not take a picture, a timer? Oh, I can. So let's do this. I am still trading, just a FYI. I'm just kind of waiting for the market to give me what I'm looking for. All right, so herein lies the problem. Oh, no. Why can't I zoom? I should be able to zoom in this stupid thing. Can I not? Oh, yeah. Do you not let me zoom when scroll when I'm zoomed? That's so stupid. Okay, so either way, this was what I was talking about, and this is what I can do instead, because this thing wants to piss me off clearly. Let me just take a screenshot of that specifically. Hello? Are you going to screenshot? Oh, maybe I didn't click new. There we go. All right, so let me get a couple of examples here. And this is where I think that some of us are gonna get hoed and screwed. And I was just saying yesterday in one of the discords that I think that they're gonna need to put, like in TradeZella, for instance, there's the ability for you to determine, like, set what your break-even offset is. And basically, if you have a trade that's imported into TradeZella and it meets that criteria, so I have like -$35 to $35. If it's anywhere in between there, it's considered a break-even. Apex needs to do the same thing. So anyway, so like this, how he was down $2,300 in this particular trade. First of all, does that say 5 seconds? You're trading news. You have to be. What the fuck? Anyway, so you're down that much just to profit $177. This is improper risk management. However, they also need to have something to where, and maybe they don't do this because some of the scammers and schemers will be able to get around the system where, like, all right, if I know that their system is going to pull up that I had an initial 1-to-1, even though I really was never going to go that far for my take profit, it doesn't matter because their system sees the 1-to-1. So if I'm down this amount of money and I close at 177, they're okay with it because it was a 1-to-1. This person obviously does not use great risk management. Obviously. I don't know if this person DCAs. This almost looks like a DCA as well, but no, because I think this might be the number of contracts. But either way, I would get caught up in the same thing that this person gets caught up in if my trade goes against me and I hit the break even. Right now, obviously, to me, this is not break-even trades, and the reason why I say that is because most people who are going to set an auto break-even, it's a legit break-even, like 1 tick in profit, like myself, or maybe 10 ticks in profit or something like that. This is not that. This is not that. I don't know how this person trades, but this is literally improper risk management. We get that, right? But like I said, I think that some of us are going to get caught in the crossfire of that if we break even. And I should not be forced to take all or nothing trades. I don't really have a lot of break evens anymore anyway, but I mean, just even earlier, that's why my accounts are a little off right now, because my Top Step account broke even. Now, in that particular trade, I wasn't down very much. I would have to look to see what my max drawdown was on that account, but technically speaking, because it closed 1 tick in profit, if I went more than 4 ticks at a loss in that trade, that's more than a 4-to-1, and that's not fair. It's not fair at all. So I don't know. It was considering her for live. What happened to that? Exactly, Trenches, because I don't think that shit had anything to do with live. No, Trenches, I think that that's really something that I think that's real, to be honest with you, because there are other people who saw that and were like, oh, they look per trade, I have to stop allowing my trades to go so far. There are people who literally trade this way, y'all. Because for them, as long as they don't hit the max drawdown or, max daily loss wherever they are, whatever company that they're with, they don't really care how far they, like, y'all got to understand, everybody's not like us where we're trying to develop a real skill here, right? Like, we are trying to develop a true skill of trading. We are trying to, develop or master strategies and setups, whether we've created them ourselves or we've learned it from other people and are just, putting our own spin to it, based off of time in the market. Everybody's not doing that. Like, there are a lot of people, y'all, who are literally gambling. They do not care. They are the type of people who, like, they rather earn while they learn, and part of earning while they learn, because they don't have a set strategy, is doing stuff like that. Like, legit. I'd be bored. Hubby still sleeping. So that one trade he was up and had a no. That particular trade, damn, I just deleted the hold on, let me go back. Oh yeah, because I think there was a trade where it showed that he was up 1,700 and closed at $100. Yeah, I think there was one that was like that. Let me see. Yeah, so he was up $1,700 and he closed at negative $500. Yeah. And this is the type of stuff that they're trying to prevent. And I get it. And you have people that are like, we should, and this is the crazy part. They're doing this on micros. On micros. How did you do that? So maybe the 2s and 3s in the columns are probably not contract sizes, because how in 30 seconds did you go down $2,400 in a trade with micros? I don't understand. But it's clear, because initially when I saw this, I was like, oh, that must be like what the account balance was for the day or something like that. But no, because it shows like the timestamp of the trades. But yeah, there are people who trade this way, y'all. That's an example of poor risk management. Apex is not a good prop firm to trade my style of swing trading. Oh yeah, I totally get that. Like, totally. I think that if you like to stay in trades for longer periods of time, you're better off being with a prop firm that, number one, does not have trailing drawdown, even though the trailing obviously goes away once, you reach that certain threshold. Still, The fact remains that I think that you are better off somewhere else. Absolutely. Let me see something. 373. Let's see what this trade does. I'm not gonna take it though because it might actually end up. It's not gonna invalidate itself. It is gonna invalidate itself. Never mind. Yeah, I think that you should be somewhere that has like a daily drawdown, and then also where you don't have to worry. I think Top Step is great for people who intraday swing trade. I've been watching y'all know I've been watching Alpine for a long time, and I did notice that recently, like he's been telling people like that he feels like that Top Step is more so for like having the bigger, $1,000 days, $2,000 days, and stuff like that, because of how they do their drawdown. And but I think that it also depends on how you trade personally, because for me, like my goal there is to reach $2,000, anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 in profit, and then withdraw the 50%. I understand how the drawdown works and all of that stuff, and I'm not bothered by that because I have enough confidence in my strategy where it is at this point to where I feel like having that amount of drawdown is okay, and I'm not worried about hitting the drawdown. And if I do, I do, but I got the payout. But I think it depends on the way that you're trading. And if you have a strategy with edge and things like that. But I don't know. I just feel like Apex is just, I understand trying to protect your company. Absolutely. But I think that the way that they're going about it, they're going to lose a lot of really good traders that could have possibly done well live with them if they decided to do that, just because of the way that they're handling it. And I don't think that they're doing a really good job of being able to properly filter out the schemers and scammers without also filtering out the legit traders. Just trying to get money. Exactly, Amelia. It don't seem real to me. Look. What was the date? Let me see. The date was September 16th, 17th, 18th, and basically between the 16th and the 20th is what it says. Yeah, that's what it says. Like I said, I honestly don't think that the numbers there is the number of contracts. I just don't. Because I don't see how you can do 2 micros and go down that much. So maybe it was more like, yeah, I don't know what this number means. I just don't. But I don't think it's the number of contracts. Trash ass market. No, Applejacks, we like the market today. Just be dropping and not giving me an entry. If you hate me, just say that. Why is that my favorite phrase? I be saying that to my friends too. I be like, if you hate me, just say that. If you don't love me, just say that. What do we got? 30 minutes left. We do have 10 o'clock news. Crude oil is medium impact today, so I'll stop trading at 9:55 to prep. Where did this 10:15 news come from? Did I write that down? No. Okay, so I'm not sure if Yellen is speaking at 10:15 now. Initially, it said 2 o'clock. So because the news indicator, oh shoot, I forgot to pull that over here. Because the news indicator pulled it over as 10:15, we'll just take it as 10:15. The only time I don't pay attention to, why did oh, I took the news indicator off from over there because remember for a while it wasn't even showing properly. Um, Usually the only time that I don't pay attention to the time that the news indicator gives me is if it's a news event that, let's say, says tentative all day or something like that. Like for instance, one of the, I think it's the car sales or something, it always says tentative and then it'll pull it into, this is like 9:15. It's not really an event at 9:15. It just gives it a time when it says tentative. But we're gonna treat that as 10:15 since it did oh well, what the y'all. Okay, so I guess the refresh shows the correct time of 2 o'clock. I think I might stop anyway. I don't know. This is how it's showing on my end, but this, maybe they changed the time and then changed it back. I don't know. I don't know why that's showing us 10:15 because I reloaded my charts. I forgot what time. At 9:05. So at 9:05 it was showing. I don't know. I've been at my desk the last 2 days, not doing no work between 9. Well, are you still getting your work done? I submitted my name for some project work in Puerto Rico. Ooh, nice. I hope you get it. That would be exciting. How long would it be though? What was I looking for? Don't need that. My levels are not matching, so usually that's consolidation, so we'll just kind of see what happens.
Why do you work so much? Like,
I just turned on my heater, y'all. Definitely still getting work done, just not when the market is marketing. I feel it. But I have a first class ticket with you, period. Sugar mamas. Period. All right, I do need to pay attention right now only because I have been looking at like when my middle half trend is not the right, it looks like it's gonna break and make it right now. But earlier this week, and I think a little bit last week too, I wasn't monitoring it last week. I think I only wrote down when it was happening Tuesday, but I think I could still take my trades the normal way. Yeah, I don't think it really changes anything. I just have to make sure I do it right so I don't get caught in consolidation. But I think I can follow the same exact rules and everything still work out properly. But in this little consolidated area, I didn't have any trades anyway, so yeah, I didn't. All right, we're rejecting right where my middle half trend changed to a downtrend. Currently rejecting at the VWAP, one of the deviations. I have to wait till after news. Let's see. A year back and forth between NDPR. Ooh. Good morning, Predator. How are you this morning? I think Janelle is confused on who's the... Clearly. And I think you're confused because both of y'all are my sugar mamas. So, what's it? And Amelia, too. Alright, I can't take this. This would be a normal setup, but the way we're trading back inside of this zone, I'm not quite sure. So we'll leave it there. Watch it work out, and then I'm gonna be like, you stupid heifer. You should have traded. Look at that. Of course. Literally just because we were inside the zone. Like I said, I just started looking at stuff like this on Tuesday. So, but yeah, I would have gotten filled right there. Literally one tick of drawdown and for the push. Oh yeah, that was more than a second in between the close of the bar, so I definitely would have gotten filled, but I don't know, that just had me a little iffy. I'm okay with that one though. I'm okay with it. Did I unlock this? Oh, what did I unlock? Whatever, lock it there. My brother sent me a screenshot of this young lady asking to pay for her ticket, otherwise she going to jail. What? To jail you go, honey. I can't be sugar mama until I get my payout. Okay, well when you get your FTT payout, baby, then holla at me. Alright, wait. Are you still waiting on your payout from them? Y'all, this, I saw somebody that's been waiting since September 2nd. I need to be asking men for money. Me too. I've always been the type where I don't do that. Some woman he used to talk to who's married is texting him, and my dumb ass is trying to have morals. Baby, morals for what? Morals for what? As much as men can't stand women asking them for this, it feeds their ego. So I'm finna start asking my damn self. Tuesday night though, it'll be a minute. Oh yeah, where is, hold on, gotta show you something. Let me go open up Discord real quick. Since we're waiting, I can't trade for the next 6 minutes anyway. Actually, yeah, 6 minutes. I can't start until 10:02. Let me go find this screenshot, y'all. Anyone listening to PW to see if the 90 is true? Doesn't seem to be true. Oh, somebody said, Patrick this morning said the Apex deal, so basically we're gonna do a big deal this morning. I'm still waiting on confirmation from Apex. We're gonna do like a 10 to 20 minute 90% flash sale. We'll see. I'm waiting. You gotta wait on Apex, but I'm working on it. I'm texting them right now. I guess he is covered. Anyway, let me go look at this screenshot. Okay, so can I screenshot my screenshot? I can. Hold on. He is such a clickbaiter. All right. So FTT was doing payouts last night, right? And then they stopped. And they specifically said that it was because they are finding more scammers. Y'all look at what these people are doing. Do y'all see this? This is how people are trading and then requesting a payout. And it's only funny to me because I remember when everybody was pissed off at Apex and going to FTT, everybody's going over there like, oh my God, they don't have rules. The only thing you have to worry about is the 20% consistency rule. There's no other rules. And we kept trying to tell people, like, any company that's not paying out that much right now, that are newer, they just came out, I think, in May, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to happen. They're not going to have rules until all you schemers and scammers go right on over there and show them exactly why all these other companies have some of the rules that they have. It's so simple. I literally remember, and I'm not going to call people out, but I remember several YouTubers who literally were saying like, oh, you can run it up, you know, your first payout and just flip contracts, like flip 10 days and go request another payout, flip 10 days, go request another payout. And this is exactly what people were doing. They shared a couple of different screenshots showing the same thing because people thought that it was Photoshop. So they showed different people doing the same thing. And you know, you have people like, man, that can't be real. No, it is real, y'all. Like literally there were people saying it on YouTube, telling people that you could do it. And what cracks me up, and I think we talked about this a couple of days ago, is how it cracks me up that Scott and his team thought for whatever reason that people would not go over there and do the same shit to them. That is insane to me. Especially because like I said in one of the Discords, first of all, having a business model that's purely based on, there's no recurring revenue whatsoever. It's purely one-time sales. Means that you have to consistently bring in that same number of sales to pay out. At one point, I think that he said, maybe on Twitter, Discord, I don't really know where, but he said that they have a daily revenue of around like 350,000. He also admitted publicly that they were about $3 to $4 million behind on payouts. Okay. So already with those numbers, it's going to take you days to even get the money to pay out those people. But you're still having payout requests coming in on top of that. And guess what? You also have people who, because they're waiting on their payouts, are not purchasing more accounts from you, which means they're not buying more accounts for you to be able to fund that, because he said publicly they have a nest egg of a certain amount and they are not going into that nest egg. They need the sales to come in from those one-time payment and fees to pay other people. Are y'all crazy? Like, all that shit sounded cute until it wasn't cute. It wasn't never cute to me, but it, you know, it's cool. But this is the other thing you have to think about. The accounts are anywhere from $179 to $799. Okay, that's without a sale. They've been running different sales, cool, whatever. Still are not cheap accounts when you want to get 20. Okay. First of all, once people saw the price, most of the people who were going to jump over there to the straight to funded because of how expensive they are, most people jumping over there are people who are consistently getting payouts and are profitable. People who are not that profitable are not jumping over to these straight to funded companies and getting 10 to 20 accounts. They're not maxing out the 7 accounts at Tradeify because of how expensive it is. Right now, unless they caught them on a really good sale. But either way, that's not where they're spending their money. Not when they can pay $30 a month for an eval. Come on now. It doesn't even make sense. And then because you're so backlogged, that's also preventing people from having a desire to purchase accounts from you. How are you going to catch up? Somebody tell me, how you gonna catch up? Because I'm confuzzled. How will it happen? I don't understand. I don't. I just don't. Now where's NinjaTrader? I need my Oh my gosh. Not help me. New trader said he left the chat. That's called a Ponzi. Exactly. Like, first of all, I don't trust any new company. Okay, I just don't. Y'all gonna have to show me something first. Even when I first bought my Apex accounts, they were almost a year old at the point that I purchased my first accounts. I think they were about 8 months old or so. And they were the only company that I knew of besides Top Step. So I wasn't really, it was just like, okay, whatever, I'll try this company out. But I just feel like there's so many great options. And I mean, every company has to start somewhere, right? But it's just like there's people who don't trust Tradeify simply because of Brett Simba's history of, I think it's pump and dump with crypto or something. I don't know. Something that people are talking about with crypto with him in the past. And guess what? Understandable why people would not trust him running a company. Obviously. I don't know. It just all looks crazy to me. Exactly, Janelle. Like, people really fall for this shit. It's actually a little scary. But the same thing about new companies. Yeah, like, give it time. And I mean, obviously, if none of us bite on new companies, then the companies won't survive and then it'll never be an option. So somebody gotta bite. It just won't be me. The worst part is he keep posting the Discord with the date of whatever, never met one ago. Exactly. Just like last night, he said that everybody from October 8th were going to be paid out, and then he stopped and said, well, now that's going to be postponed because we're finding more schemers and scammers and whatever. But he did say that he was going to post by 7 o'clock this morning, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, what accounts he was going to go for next. But it's like, at what point do y'all just stop listening to this man? And I think at one point, like when he had approved about, was it maybe $375,000, there was only like 22 people that were paid out at the time. 22 people took up that much. And first of all, some of the comments in there like are legit hilarious. There's a guy who keeps going off on Ryan, writing in all caps, it's fucking hilarious. And they're like, we don't really know what's wrong with him. He said something about his dad dying a couple weeks ago, whatever. But this comment, y'all, this comment right here took the cake for me. Hold on. Because this comment had me cracking up. It says, this whole fucking Discord is deja vu. You got one guy promoting his AI soundtrack, another complaining about how his dad died, which seems like it's every week, not sure how many lives he has left. Then you have Jeffrey Epstein complaining about rules as if he owns the damn prop firm. When I tell you, I was crying. Then you had one guy that was like, you know what? Forget all the he said, forget all the September people. They're just collateral. Just pay all us October people. Like, those people are hilarious in there. Hilarious. Let me see. Oh, Brett always gave scammy vibes. Yeah, that's what people say. I don't know. Just say this is coming soon and that's it. But he said, I will get these emails out tonight. Then you got 100 people in Discord asking, where is this? So did he make the announcement this morning? I haven't been on Discord. From up 700 to up 200 because I'm worried 4-1. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, Trenches. Is it because you wanted to break even? This is what I'll say. If you need to break even. Because again, there is always a way to appeal the denials. And there are people that I know personally who have appealed and gotten approved after. So I'd rather you just trade the way you're going to trade, because when you can prove to them, let me show y'all how crazy, this is how accurate this stuff is. Hold on. You see, So this is the zone where we just changed from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? Look at this. After all of this movement, look where we are changing back to an uptrend. But anyway, I'd rather you just trade the way that you would normally trade and appeal it, because you can appeal it to show like, look, I got out at break even, I was wrong. And again, I plan to write in the old mod chat and tag some specific people like, hey, this is a concern of ours. You know, what are you guys going to do to make sure that we are not penalized for breaking even on trades where we're just wrong? Because I shouldn't have to be perfect. Like, that's not trading. You know what I mean? So yeah, just trade the normal way. Don't give up your profit because you're doing all or nothing because you're worried about the 4-to-1. Hopefully we can get through to them and try to figure this out, because it's not fair. It's not. People are stupid. Never passed an eval. I went to FTT because of the no eval. Like, it made them a better trader. Exactly. Like Predator. So I had people who were like, yo, you should just get it because, you know, it's on sale right now, when they were not really launching, but, you know, when the craze started happening, they did that deep discount because so many people were going over there. And I was like, well, now this is before I found out he was a racist. I just always had a feeling. Like, I legit told somebody, I was like, I might get an account, but that's really it. And I was like, I really don't have a desire to add anything to my portfolio, because if my strategy is not right, it doesn't really matter where I trade, right? That's just my thought process personally. But then it was just like, always, I have really pretty good intuition. It was just always something in me that was like, nah, something ain't right in the milk. This milk ain't right. It just ain't right. And then when I found out he's a racist, I was like, there it is. Whoop, there it is. That's what it is. Let me see. Best part, a few of the diehards are bailing. They're trying out other props. Just like people did with Apex. Like, you can't have people waiting for their money for over a month. It's insane. My nails done. Thank you. Applejack's trying to get money out of everybody. She said, baby, listen, I'm finna be a woman who asks, okay? Take profit if you're trading it. Yeah, Amelia, I saw that dude was talking about adding trailing drawdown, and he was like, you know what? And matter of fact, these accounts are not expensive enough. These should easily be like $200. These should easily be like $500. Like, dude, if you don't shut up. Apex not gonna approve my payout. No, Trenches, just do it. Do it and appeal. I'm telling you, we are going to raise the concern. I'm going to raise the concern. The thing is, they typically don't respond, but then all the other non-people who then rally behind me, then they're like, okay, guys, we're gonna look into it. They probably just think I'm super bitchy, and that's fine, because I am when it comes to certain stuff like this. Like I've said before, a lot of this stuff doesn't even affect me at this point in time, right? But I'm just the type of person, what you do to somebody else, you could do to me, baby, and I don't want to be treated that way. I don't. All right, we had a zigzag change. I haven't really been taking this trade because I don't really like it yet. And that's why. Like, you know, the divergence. Y'all know with my divergence, I like the zigzag to be opposite the direction I'm going. That was already showing seller volume there. I don't really know how I want to trade that yet, so I have not been taking them. Which announcement they made? Yeah, don't play with Trenches. You know he about that life, girl. What's gotta honor your intuition? I also wonder, like, when it comes to the whole 4-to-1 thing, I wonder when people are breaking even, like we're worried about if we're really the people that would get denied. Like even I saw somebody say that they were denied for improper risk management, but all they kept saying was like, I have a max daily loss of 250 and I've made $200 a day, you know, for the last 13 days straight. All of that is cute, but that's not what they're looking at. They're looking at a per trade basis. So I don't know. We're going to get clarity on it. And I promise once we get an answer, I'll come back and I'll let you guys know. Exactly, Applejacks. I always honor my intuition because it be saving me, trust me. I'm green since I didn't buy 40 accounts. Exactly, Amelia. You're kind of through with prop firms for the time being. Well, you traded your personal account the other day. I mean, this should always be a stepping stone to go to a personal account anyway. Like, not having to give up 10% of your profit, not having monthly fees, not having rules. Like, trade the way you want to. Elite must be stepping their game up. Received another approval payout. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I want to see what they do long term. Because like I said, the only thing I've ever heard about Elite is that they pay out until you like request a really big payout, or they've been paying you out a little too much and then they just all of a sudden make some shit up and then they stop paying. That's the only thing I've ever heard. I do know that Trade Kage got denied for his payout. But they kind of did what Apex does, where they just give you a list of potential reasons why and don't really tell you why. So he doesn't really know why, unfortunately. So I'm not sure about that. Nah, she cut off. Look at you in the green today, smiling and in the green. Yes, order flow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I forgot what trades. I took a divergence trade and then we did take one regular pullback, but that was a while ago. The market's not really been doing what I wanted to do for me to be able to trade, but this was the last trade here. Simple pullback, and then the other trade I took was way back here. Counter trend divergence. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, is that 10:15? It is. Didn't count. Hopefully 2 more. Maybe this is just travel money. I feel you. I feel like anybody's looking over my shoulder when I trade. Yeah. And that's also why I think, you know, if you find a prop that, like Janelle said, you have to find, if you do decide to stay in props, you have to find a prop where the rules work best for the way that you want to trade. And I feel like if you find a prop that is like that, you won't really feel like somebody's looking over your shoulder because you don't have all these rules you have to think about. So like for me, the only rule I'm worried about with Apex is this 4-to-1 thing from a standpoint of breaking even. That's it. Aside from that, I don't have a problem with their rules because I'm only scalping, you know. So even with the intraday drawdown, it doesn't bother me because, I mean, I'm only going for $86 at a time and my max drawdown is $93. So, you know, I don't have to worry about losing drawdown while I'm in a trade and things like that. I don't really have to worry about that. So I'm okay with the Apex rules. However, I also understand that certain trading, you know, certain ways that people trade, it's just not conducive. You know, like I said earlier, I think that out of all the props, Top Step is probably one of the best prop firms as far as rules that kind of work across the board. You know, whether you are an intraday swing trader or you're a scalper, I think that the rules work great. The only thing that I can say that maybe doesn't work great for some people is if you have some people who are really, really cautious with the way that they trade and they trade using micros a lot. You know, if it's difficult for you to get to the $200 threshold that you need to get to in order to get a payout, well then that kind of sucks, right? But aside from that, I think that it works great for a lot of people, and you don't have to worry too much about being denied and things like that. So I don't know. And that's why, you know, with you guys saying that you have no problem with Top Step, and I've seen other people as well, but I trust you guys' judgment. And that's why when you guys were like, yo, I think you should look into Top Step, I went ahead and I bought an account. Because why not? But yeah, so let me take a screenshot real quick of the accounts and where we are. So total, I took 3 trades. I had 2 wins and a break even. But then on the Top Step account, it was 1 win and 2 break evens for whatever dumbass reason. Oh yeah, I forgot because my entry was 1 tick below. I got a better entry, but it just ended up screwing me because my auto break even moved. All right, so this is where we are. Apex is the top account, Top Step is the bottom account. So still have full drawdown on both. I can actually remove these two because I don't need them. I only put that there for when I was multiplying my contracts. So we're about $2,000 away from being funded on the Apex account, and yeah, 2,800 on Top Step. So I'm just gonna keep going at the pace that I am. At some point though, I probably am gonna start multiplying contracts. Just doing 2 probably at a time. I just kind of wanted to go this week with, besides the Monday of me multiplying by 4, because I just needed to either get back to full drawdown or fail the accounts for the renewal. But at some point I am, even though I'm still going to trade my evals the same exact way that I would trade the PAs, I am going to start increasing my contract size just so that I can get the accounts passed a little bit faster. But we'll see if I start doing that next week or not. I'm just happy that I'm still at full drawdown and I'm still making progress. That's literally all that matters to me. Why is there a clown hating on Tabitha Brown, the coolest auntie? Who doing that? Who hating on her? And why? Actually, you know what? I think that I saw something. It was like a reel or something, and it was a picture. I couldn't tell if the guy was in the picture with her or he just like inserted himself at the bottom. But I feel like I saw something clown-like in the video, but I wasn't really paying that much attention. So that's my fault, I guess. Let me go find that. It's probably on TikTok. Let me know. I'm gonna go find it. But yeah, that's where we're at. I am happy about today. I am planning, like I said, to update my Trazella today because I should have time. It's just a matter of if I have the energy and the desire to, but that's my goal of today, is to get my Trazella updated. I have like a month and a half worth of data that I have to import and put tags on and stuff, and I need to redo my what do you call those things? The little, I forget what they're called, but I need to redo those as well, the playbooks. So that's my goal for today. And then when I come back tomorrow, I'll let you guys know like what the trades would have looked like on Wednesday when I was at jury duty, because I'm actually curious myself, so I do need to back test that as well. And we'll see. Some guy who was claiming to be a chef hating on her success. He just mad because his cooking videos didn't go viral like hers, and he's not famous like she is, so he's trying to use her for fame. Typical. Typical. I'm gonna go look it up though. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys.